This update has Pelicans fans very concerned, as a fan favorite and one of the Pels' top bench scorers goes down with injury, and the season hasn't even started yet, man. We're going to talk about Jose Alvarado and how this is going to continue to feed the narrative about the Pels and the injury bug inside this edition of Pelicans Digest. What's good with it, everybody? Happy Labor Day weekend. It's your people, Melz on the MIC, and we back inside Pelicans Digest. It's Melz talking about them Pels, and thank you once again for everybody that continues to subscribe, like, and share this video, and keep doing that, man. Go ahead and tell your folks about Pelicans Digest, man. This is where we give you the best analysis, opinions, and more about the Pelicans, and also getting ready for the season as it starts in a couple of weeks. And, man, listen, I'm not having a great holiday weekend. That's why I jumped on. I thought I was going to be able to relax this holiday weekend, but nope. nope. Because, once again, you know, the continued narrative of being a fan of this team is you start off the season with so much promise, and then the injury bug strikes, and then we're back down into the doldrums again. And, you know, even though the season hasn't started yet, and I still continue to have hope and promise about this season, this doesn't make me feel good, okay? This update does not make me feel good. Because, again, we're coming off an injury-ravaged season, and all these guys are trying to get back in shape and get back to work. But once again, we got to deal with injuries. And I don't know the extent of it, but we're going to talk about it inside this episode, and we're going to be talking about Jose Alvarado. As you know, Jose Alvarado is beloved by the fan base, number one, because he provides a spark when he comes off a bench. The injury guy, GTA, Grand Theft Alvarado. The man has made a name for himself around the league as being one of the sneakiest defenders in the league. And we love that about him. We love his energy. We love his tenacity. He's the energy guy that I think a lot of teams need, especially in this NBA. But once again, we got to deal with injuries, and he was injured a couple of nights ago on Thursday night while playing for Puerto Rico in the AmeriCup. Here's the story from Rod Walker of NOLA.com. While Alvarado was competing for Puerto Rico on Thursday in the quarterfinals of the 2025 AmeriCup, Pelicans guard Alvarado took a hard fall to the court in overtime and had to be taken off the court on a stretcher. Alvarado lost his balance while battling for a rebound and appeared to land on his tailbone when he hit the floor. He stayed on the court for a few minutes after the play in obvious pain before being carted off on a stretcher. And I didn't see any video of the play, but I did see video of him getting carted off the court on a stretcher, which is unfortunate. And again, you know, this sucks again because it feels like, damn, you know, it feels like, damn, man, as soon as we get one step forward, it's another injury that comes along and forces us to take a couple of steps back, which is very, very unfortunate. And as you know, Alvarado last season was coming off an injury himself. But Alvarado was in this game, though, which you should feel good about in this situation. I will say this about it. In this game, Alvarado was helping to keep the Puerto Rican team in Thursday's quarterfinal, pouring in 25 points in 36 minutes of action, making 7 of 15 three-pointers. And even though they fell short in overtime, 25 points in 36 minutes. Look, can I get that kind of production next season? I mean, for real, can I get that kind of production next season coming off the bench from Alvarado? That looks good. That's what I would hope he can provide to us next season coming off the bench. But we don't know the extent of his injury. While there has been no official update yet on his status, Alvarado projected confidence in a social media post that he avoided serious injury, which would be a relief for the Pelicans, especially for us fans, especially. He did post on his IG story, appreciate the love, y'all, but your boy is good. God got me. And that's good. You know, that's good to hear that he may have avoided serious injury. But this is, again, coming off a season where he was injured. He was out from a month and a half last season in 2024 and 2025 from mid-November to early January due to a hamstring strain. So when he's available, though, you know, and we've seen this, when he's available and when he's healthy, Jose can really help the team. Now, of course, last season, as you know, he had to step up and play extra minutes and even had to start some games because of all the injuries to Murray and Trey and Herb and everybody else. So he still managed to put up 10 points a game, 2 rebounds a game, and 4 assists a game. I would like to see him get them Puerto Rico numbers, though, to be honest with you. Because my issue is, and I say this before, I still believe that Jose Alvarado could be the odd man out. Pardon me, my Melz palsy acting up. I believe he's the odd man out in this situation when it comes to the future of guard play, especially when you brought in Poole, you brought in you got Murray, you got Hears, you brought in Peavy. I still continue to think that Jose could be the odd man out at this rotation in the future. You have him on a nice extension. You have him on a nice contract. That's a very movable contract. If you know a team that's willing to get desperate at some point and maybe want to pick up a guard, I think Jose would be the expendable one, unfortunately. And I'm saying this as someone that I like and I love. I love him as a player, and I love what he contributes. But if he can improve on doing a little bit more than what he's been doing, especially when he comes off the bench, because at certain points, if y'all recall last season, Antonio Reeves, they kept putting in Antonio Reeves to start over Jose. I was of the opinion that maybe you should start Jose, but Jose just wasn't scoring enough to keep us in games. So a lot of times they would go to Reeves or Boston Jr. And while Jose be that defensive guy, if Jose, and that's the thing about the Pelicans, we got a lot of great defensive guys that are trying to improve offensively. We got a core of defensive guys in Herb, and also you can even add Sadiq Bey to that, and also with Peavy and all these guys. We got a great core of defensive guys, but these guys just don't score enough. And that's what's going to be needed, especially from Jose coming off the bench this upcoming season. He's going to have to score some more. So I would like to see him get these, like you say, he went into this game with Puerto Rico and put 25 up in less than 40 minutes. If I could get that off the bench from Jose, then I think we would be in a far better situation. And also, I think it would keep him on this team even longer. I think it would keep him on the team longer and also make him be able to serve out that contract and maybe outplay that contract. What Jose has to do this season basically is outplay this extension, which I think he could do. But hopefully he won't be injured again just like everybody else. That's the one thing, and we say this a million times before. This is a quality Pelican squad that gave you 49 wins a season ago. If they can be healthy the entire season, they can make noise in the Western Conference. We have said this repeatedly on this show. And while I appreciate guys like Jose and also Eve Missy going play for the national team during the summer to get better and improve, guys, y'all got to be careful, fam. we got to get this money over here. I mean, granted, the national team and the international basketball stuff, I get the pride and all that, but no, we got to protect the bag over here. We got to protect the bag over here. Please play with a little caution. Just a little caution is all I ask. Because, I would like for y'all to focus on the bigger goals. I know that's international stuff. Y'all love the international play and it helps y'all, but take care of yourself, man, because you already know what it is. You got to get ready for an 82-game grind starting in October. Before October, really, in a couple of weeks. And while I appreciate getting into shape and getting in it, just play with a little less reckless abandon. Because we already know that's how Jose plays. And that's why we love him. We already know that's how Jose plays. Jose likes to play with energy and intensity and throwing his body all around. And we just seen games where he got black eyes and all this other stuff. Just a little bit more caution, please. Just please. As a Pels fan, I'm begging you, take it easy. Because we got a long season ahead of us to get ready for. And we're going to be covering it all right here on Pelicans Digest. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, all right? Share this with your fellow Pelicans fans. Tell them to come over here and come get this good analysis, opinion, and more as we talk about the New Orleans Pelicans. And hope you enjoyed the Labor Day weekend. Take it easy. Have some good time with the fam. And I'll check with you next time. It's Melz talking about them Pels right here on Pelicans Digest. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button.